So we just finished day 3 of the Apex Postie ride, and I'm joined by Neil on the organising committee. It's a pretty tough ride today. Can you give us some insight into how the Postie ride started and the genesis of the Postie ride?
Sure. So the Postie bike ride started 13 years ago, and there was an idea of someone that had helped out another Postie bike ride going through Australia, and he said, "Why can't we do that?" So then he started the ride. Greg Kipling was the founder of the ride, and that was 13 years ago.
So it's all about giving money back to charity. And what's the charities that we're raising money for through this ride?
So with the Apex Outback Postie ride, it was raising a lot of money each year. It was raising almost $100,000 a year, and we didn't know what to do with that money actually. So then we had, through the Apex Foundation, they have these chalets and a shack in the Magic Castle. We thought, what better way to actually support an event that actually had a cause at the end of it, and we've been able to build the Apex Copper Coast Retreats in Rollaroo in South Australia.
And that's helping kids with
anyone with cancer. It doesn't have to be kids, it can be mum, dad, grandpa, anyone that suffered cancer in South Australia can have a 3 weeks holiday on us at the Rollaroo Caravan Park.
So this year we've got 100 odd riders.
Yes, this year we've got 100 riders
competing out there. I've got to say, it's a pretty extreme ride. They call it the Outback Postie ride, but it seems pretty extreme to me. We've just come off 3 days of pretty hard riding, but the most important thing is the amount of money raised. This year it's been a good one in terms of money raised. What's your feeling about the amount raised?
Sure. So first question, yes, it is extreme. We say to people, it's not a bitumen ride, it's not a dirt ride. We find the most challenging tracks that you can possibly go on the countryside, and where you shouldn't take a Postie bike ride too, a Postie bike too. So
I'm surprised at how these Postie bikes, how much they take.
They're indestructible, aren't they?
They seem to be.
4 days, flat out, 4th gear, no problems in the world. And for the money, so this year, after 12 years of Postie bike rides, we've raised $960,000.
Beautiful.
So we're hoping to get to the $1 million this year. Yeah. And I reckon on early onsets, I reckon we could hit $1.1 million this year.
That's a huge effort, and from someone who's just been on the ride, and it's been a phenomenal experience for me. Outback South Australia is it's a pretty harsh environment to be riding a Postie bike through, and the guys behind the Apex Foundation Postie ride have just been phenomenal. And from my side, I thank you for having us on the trip. Yep. And look forward to many more years in the to come.
Thanks, James. It's been terrific. It's been great. I've been asking the foundation to come for a number of years, because they obviously, where the retreats sit in the Apex Foundation, they hold the retreats in their trust, and it's great that we finally have 3 of them come along this year, between Brian Powell and Mike Fitz and Lindsay Carfield. We've all come on the ride this year to experience the Outback Postie ride. And the thing is, until you've come, you don't realise how good a mateship you join, and people come every year and they think they're going to get a sausage sizzle for 4 days, but we feed them, we bet them, we have the best fun of all. And the reward, obviously, is the fundraising that gives us the ability to build the Apex Copper Coast Retreats. And we think that we're doing it tough out here in the country, South Australia, but we think of the people with cancer and what they're going through, and the ride is the least possible easy part of the day.
Thanks, Neil. Pleasure to be here.
Great, James. I'm glad you come, and I hope you enjoy.